Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm back out at the long range, and the last time I was out here I was shooting my Reaper, and I was getting about 1 MOA accuracy out of the rifle using federal gold medal match ammo. And some of you guys had a pretty good question. How does a Reaper stack up against the SCAR 17S? The SCAR 17S is one of my favorite semi-automatic 308 rifles, if not my favorite semi-automatic 308 rifle. So I decided to bring out the SCAR 17S and see how it stacks up against the Reaper in terms of accuracy. Now this is a new rifle. The last time you saw me with the SCAR 17S, you saw me with a black one. This one obviously is flat dark earth. This is a rifle I originally wanted. I traded off my black one and I've replaced it with this flat dark earth rifle. So I haven't shot this one for accuracy. My black rifle shot about 1 MOA with federal gold medal match. So we're going to see how this rifle stacks up. I do have a 4-16 power Vortex scope on here, and it's mounted via a quick detach pepper mount, burst pepper mount. Another rifle I brought out just for the fun of it is my 1903 A4 Springfield, which is a classic World War II 30-06 sniper rifle. And so last time I fired this, I was getting pretty good accuracy out of it when I did the review of the rifle. It's a Gibbs 1903 A4. It's built on a drill rifle receiver that's been built back up, and it's wearing a replica Redfield scope manufactured by Hilux. I don't know if the camera's going to focus, but it's 2.5 power. It doesn't have a mill reticle or anything like that in it, of course. It's a replica of a very old scope, but it'll be fun to see how this rifle stacks up against the modern hardware. Anyway, let's get everything set up and do a little bit of shooting. It was a beautiful 78-degree day that was mostly overcast. There was a slight mirage that was visible out past 400 yards. However, this wouldn't affect accuracy between the SCAR and the Reaper since I was only planning to shoot at 100 yards. After sighting the SCAR in with the new Vortex Viper scope, I decided to get down to business. I used federal gold medal match in both rifles. Well, I couldn't get down to business right away. I wanted to play with the SCAR at 500 yards first. The Viper has a mil-dot reticle, so it was easy to get on the 500-yard target quickly. Okay, now it was time to get serious. I got the SCAR rested silently on the sandbags and fired a 5-shot string. Through the scope, I could see an unbelievably tight group emerging on the paper. The trigger is heavy, the stock is a bit wobbly, and the rifle's almost too light for such work, but the Belgium-made battle rifle still delivers the goods. Looks like it's about 1 inch. The Reaper is a solid feeling rifle. The weight feels good on the bench and it helps with the overall stability of the gun when trying to shoot tiny groups. Whereas the SCAR's factory trigger leaves much to be desired, the Geisley trigger on the Reaper absolutely kicks butt. As with the SCAR, I fed the Reaper federal gold medal match ammo, which I had confirmed the rifle liked on a previous range trip. Through the scope, I could see the group emerging, and I was impressed with how close the two rifles were in terms of their accuracy. Holy cow. Okay. The race is on, man. The Reaper just did 4 through the same hole with 1 3/4 of an inch higher. They're pretty evenly matched, but I will say the Reaper is definitely more ergonomic. Definitely more ergonomic. Easier to shoot. Once I put that PWS brake on this Reaper, the recoil will be about the same. SCAR is definitely lighter. I don't know, it's tough, man. I like the Reaper. Very shootable. Very shootable. Interesting results. So which rifle won? To find out, I measured the 5-shot group center to center and discovered the tightest group of the afternoon was delivered by the SCAR 17S. The SCAR pulled off a 3/4 inch group and the Reaper scored a 7/8 inch group. They were so close it's hard to call, and the variance could be the shooter. Yeah, I admit I'm not perfect. But either way, both rifles are capable of sub-MOA accuracy, which I find truly impressive, especially with the SCAR. So I know you guys are going to ask me a question in the comments below. which of these two rifles do I think is the best semi-automatic 308 rifle? And to answer your question, I'm going to answer it with a question. What do you want the rifle for? Do you want a designated marksman's rifle, something that's good for long range, something you're not going to carry around, that's going to be in a covered position or off a bench? The Reaper. The Reaper definitely is a dream come true. It's one of the most ergonomic semi-automatic 308s I've ever fired. I love shooting the thing. If you want a rifle for a shiznit hits the fan rifle, something you're going to carry through the woods, you're going to have on you all the time with a backpack and other equipment, the SCAR, hands down, easily one of the best semi-automatic 308s on the market, and easily the best semi-automatic general purpose 308 on the market. What I found really surprising though is how consistently the SCARs deliver MOA or sub-MOA accuracy. This is my second SCAR, as I mentioned earlier. Both my old black SCAR and this new flat dark earth SCAR could easily shoot 1 inch or sub-MOA accuracy at 100 yards. Joe, who also writes for the Bang Switch, has a flat dark earth SCAR 308, and his rifle turns in 1 inch or less groups at 100 yards as well. So the things, despite the fact that they break all the rules of features you would expect on a rifle built for accuracy, they just shoot well. They shoot very well, especially with match grade ammo. And when I say it breaks all the rules, the SCAR has a lightweight pencil barrel that is chrome lined. It has an extruded aluminum receiver with a wobbly polymer stock and a polymer lower and a gritty heavy trigger. The gun seems to break all the rules, but somehow they consistently turn in very, very good groups. So the SCAR is a great general purpose rifle. If I'm looking for a designated marksman's rifle, the Reaper lends itself well to that role. The weight of the rifle is very well planted. It feels very solidly planted on the ground or on the bench. You can get up on the rifle very comfortably, get it into the pocket of your shoulder, and it's just the ergonomics are spot on. You have the ability to put a butt spike on it. The PRS stock allows you to make adjustments to your cheek weld, also to your length of pull. It just feels good, and it's a very easy rifle to shoot, and the Geisley trigger is just superb. Now, of course, you can put a Geisley trigger in the SCAR, which I may do to my SCAR in the future, given how accurate it is. And who knows, maybe the SCAR will consistently outshoot the Reaper, which I would be surprised. But boy, it sure seems like they're very evenly matched, and the slight advantage may actually go to the SCAR. We'll see. But anyway, to answer your question, depends on what you want to do with the rifle. Long range work, go ahead and check out that Reaper. The general purpose semi-automatic 308, the SCAR 17S. This time out to the range, I pushed the Reaper out to 1,000 yards using Federal Gold Medal Match 175 grain loads. We were bucking some wind gusts, but the Reaper managed a 16-inch group, which I was very pleased with. Before closing out the day, I brought out the Gibbs 1903 A4 sniper rifle and leveled my aim on a 24-inch steel ringer at the 200-yard line. While the rifle is capable of engaging targets much further out, the 2.5 power scope that features a simple crosshair reticle isn't well suited for super long range work, at least not in my hands. I'm sure the guys that carried these during the war could do amazing things with them though. I enjoy shooting these historic rifles. There's something about the smell of oiled wood stocks and the challenge of using primitive optics that really floats my boat. The trigger's light and crisp on the Gibbs and the action is buttery smooth. I really do love this rifle. If you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in this video, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/militaryarms. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for those subs. We'll talk to you guys soon.